This video clarifies the terminology around targeting errors. In order to ensure that we use the same language to mean the same thing. In targeting and prioritization, the term inclusion error refers to the proportion of beneficiaries who are not in need of assistance but are targeted for assistance. They therefore should not have been included. The term exclusion error refers to the population in need of assistance but not included in the targeting group that receives assistance. They should not have been excluded. A further distinction between targeting and prioritization errors can be made. Those at the design stage, called targeting design errors, and those made in the implementation stage, called targeting implementation errors. In any given context, there are households in need. With any targeting approach, there will always be discrepancies between households in need and those that are eligible according to criteria. A design exclusion error is the proportion of the population in need of assistance who are not included in the targeted group. One example would be a family deemed not eligible for food assistance according to the eligibility criteria, but who are in fact extremely food insecure and therefore should be included according to the program objectives to address food insecurity. A design inclusion error is the proportion of program beneficiaries who do not need assistance but are still identified as in need in the targeting process. One example could be a family that are identified as vulnerable and in need of basic needs assistance according to the criteria used, but they have a family member who is a profitable trader and are able to meet their basic needs. In the implementation stage, the eligible households based on criteria will not always align with selected households. An implementation exclusion error is the proportion of the affected population who meet the defined eligibility criteria but do not receive assistance. For example, a household who are not included in assistance despite meeting the criteria because of incorrect or out-of-date demographic information. This type of error could possibly be addressed through the appeals process. An implementation inclusion error is the proportion of program beneficiaries who do not meet the eligibility criteria but receive assistance. For example, a household who do not meet the criteria are included in the beneficiary list and receiving assistance on the basis of incorrect information. So accuracy of data must be ensured. So there we have exclusion and inclusion errors at the design and implementation phases.